All right, everybody, we are here at the top 8 of Worlds 2015 for Star Wars X-Wing. I'm Zach.
I am Steven, and we are so happy to have some of these early games leading up to the finals here. This one is Phillip Booth on the left and Franciso Menendez on the right. And these are two very interesting lists. Particularly interesting, Zach. So why don't you run them down? Let's start with the bots over there.
Yeah, so Phillip on the left, he is running the double IG-88 list, and he's doing something unique, which is really cool to see. He's running IG-88A.
Say it ain't so, A.
Typically, we will see B and C. B is the famous, you can reroll with a secondary weapon. A, however, is when you destroy an enemy ship, you can gain a shield back, and they both have the IG-2000 title, so they're both going to have both abilities. And that's a really interesting choice. I mean, you're picturing a TLT-heavy meta with potentially the Aces and Vader and Suntir and Palpatine. Not that many times to recover shields. Against a Swarm or something, that's super powerful. But we'll see how it plays out. Obviously, it's done pretty well. They're both equipped exactly the same. They both have auto thrusters, which means if you're outside the arc of an enemy ship, when they're shooting you, you can change one of your blanks to an evade. Glitter Stem, you can discard it and take a stress.
Glitter Stem is just Wildcats, right?
It is. All of your focus for the turn to evades and hits. But you do have to discard it, and you do have to take a stress to do that. Also running Crack Shot, which you can discard to basically cancel the evade result of an opponent, one evade. And Fire Control System, going to gain the target lock after you shoot something, which is really incredible with the reroll on B. So that's the IG, the bot list, the double bots running the A. Very excited to see that.
How fascinating is that? So, like, what is two shields potentially in a game worth, really? I mean, that's really what we're going to be looking at here with IG-88A.
Yeah, so assuming both ships get to trigger it, you're looking at the difference between 8 total health and hull and shields to 10. So it is a 25% increase in total, like, survivability,
All right, that's fair.
So it's worth something. I don't know. Typically, you see the C, which is going to give you a free boost, and I don't know. Obviously, it's paid dividends here for Phillip, so kudos to him for doing it.
Well, he's in the top 8, so it can't be not bad for him. Franciso over there on the right, he's running a classic but different.
Yeah, he's also running something interesting.
Imperial Wild List. He's got Carnor Jax on his interceptor there with stealth device, push the limit, roller guard tie, and auto thrusters. Now, Carnor is super interesting. Let's talk about this choice. What exactly is Carnor bringing to the table here?
Basically, if he's within range 1, your opponent can't use their focus.
Yeah, they can't do anything, right?
It's they just are trapped. It is an interesting choice. Normally, you see Suntir in this slot, and I think you're seeing some points being spread around into things that aren't for Carnor. He also pilot skill 8. We saw a decent number of Poe Damerons around, so he's going to match there but still be under the typical aces. But yeah, ships at range 1 can't perform focus or evade and can't spend the focus or evade. Which is really cool. And I mean, these guys are getting into this fast, and we'll run down Francisco's list in a second.
Yeah, we'll get back to it, but right now we got X-Wing to deal with here.
Yep.
Look at how incredibly aggressive Phillip is doing. And actually, before this commentary even started, we were looking at Phillip's list. And it was like, man, you made the point. This is a list that is built to just get in quick and do a ton of damage up front.
Yeah, so, I mean, just the IG-88B with 2 IGs on the board is already pretty offensively aggressive because they can get potentially 4 attacks on you. But this list with Glitter Stem and Crack Shot is meant to kill stuff fast. Now, you see here, Francisco doing a great job at this point getting into very close proximity to these IGs because when they're in close range, they can't use the heavy laser cannon.
This looks a lot like Glitter Stem happening right here. That's exactly what's happening.
It is Glitter Stem, so he is going for it this turn.
Yeah, this is the one, man.
And look at this. This is really great. On the IG, the positioning is super awesome because he's got the S-loop, which means he can kind of keep these ships in his arc here. I love this positioning.
All right, Carnor taking a shot, looks like, if I'm not mistaken. Or is that the advance?
That's the advance because he's only rolling 2 attack dice.
Yeah.
So 2 hits to 1 evade.
Thank you, Glitter Stem.
Yep.
And kind of getting around that Carnor Jax ability there. Not spending any tokens at all, just changing those die faces.
That is an interesting counter, but again, Glitter Stem's only going to get you so far. Looks like we have the Interceptor Carnor at range 1. Hitting a crit.
Hitting a crit, and it's evaded.
It's well evaded.
See you later.
All right, so Vader here is at range 2 of at least one of those IGs. I think it's both. So this is potentially... Let's see if this is an arc. I don't think it is. If that is an arc, this is 4 shots on Vader.
All right, it looks like it might not be. We may need a laser judge on that.
A laser judge, my favorite kind of judge.
Because if that, anywhere. I mean, if that ends up in arc, man, like that's serious guns right up front in this first turn. That could be the difference in the game. I think they called it, though. I think they called no arc.
I wonder if he's in range of that lambda at least to get some kind of shot. I don't think the IG up top used a glitter stem.
No, he did not. He played it safe, which is absolutely correct given what we now know.
Yeah, and so looking at Francisco's list really quick, without even running it down, the two aces with the Palp shuttle it got real popular right before Worlds. People were talking a lot about it, kind of what you expected to see in the TLTs.
Here's the glitter stem shot. Pretty certain this is it.
All right. And
there's hits galore.
Actually, I think that's a range 1 on Carnor. Nope, it's on Vader, getting the target lock.
2 evades. A 3rd evade for the Palpster, I'm guessing.
Yep. And so he's going
to blow crack shot there.
Yep, going to use crack shot, and that's going to be shields down on Vader, I believe.
Some serious damage on Vader. A good open here. Now shuttle sizing it up. And we got the point, the anointment.
I don't think that's in range.
Well, they're taking a look. That's all you can do. You know that? That's all you can do. Just put the templates down and see where it falls.
Check it out. Yep. Looks like he removed the actions from his ships, so I think they're declaring out of range there, passing to the next turn.
This is going to be a wily next turn. How cool is this, right? You get 2 IG-2000s. Very, very different build here on these. And a Carnor Jax that we hardly ever see. With Vader back in the fray, given the new TIE Advanced upgrades and things that have happened on that front.
Absolutely.
And the game just keeps moving. You know, it keeps getting interesting and finding ways to bring these old ships back into the game. Old cards, old abilities back into the game. And it just is such a masterful job by the team. Alex Davey and Frank Brooks having the main hand in this. And you got to continue to love those guys for how they're able to keep things fresh while also not letting things become stale.
I think that's what's so great about it is you see the return of Vader, who's now one of the best ships in the game, which as it should be, but also they're doing it at the same time without making the other ships not an option.
Right.
The fact that we're seeing IGs here, and you also have Carnor instead of Soontir, and we saw Poe and other lists, and there's the variety of this field is incredible.
Yeah, it's just fantastic, man, and that's why I think it's so good to have some of these top 8, top 4 games that we can cast out and produce here, because it tells a much better tale than if you just get a snapshot of a single game. You actually get to see that there is a lot of movement happening in this meta and just a lot of great things happening overall with X-Wing.
100%. Looks like we're going to have a bump here, laying the template down to kind of, with the new rules of how to position when you bump.
Yeah, it looks close.
He needs to get another template out there.
It's awfully close. Look at it, building train tracks.
Yeah, building the train tracks, which is how it's now ruled, which is good. I think it's way more consistent than whatever was happening before.
Yeah, preventing the massive weird fishtail effect.
Yep.
And there it is. We got the placement. Teamwork making the dream work here.
Yep. This is the sign of some good X-Wing players helping each other out to get a ship correctly into position.
All right, so no actions for those IGs.
Looks like he's just going to bump moving forward, I believe.
Yeah, this is just a big pile.
Yep.
And this could definitely work to the IG's favor. He's got a target lock going already from fire control last turn.
I really like this if the TIE Advanced here decides to... If he bumps, then the IG in the back is going to have a really great non-action shot against Vader, because without actions, Vader's pretty vulnerable.
I heard that's really the main reason he's around, is to get all those actions.
He does a lot of that.
And
it looks
the
like
Interceptor's just going to get sunk in there.
Yep.
Not moving much at all. Boy, talking about the IG fun pile here. Look at this.
The fun pile.
And if Vader clips the back of that Interceptor, this is just real bad. Thinks he can get through there, huh?
I don't think that's...
No, there's no way.
No, we got to check, though. Now, I will say, the fire control system with IG-88B is an interesting interaction, because IG-88, obviously, the thing about control systems, it means that even at range 1, you're going to get the target lock again. But and a lot of times, you get a reroll anyway with IG-88B. So having target locks isn't as, incredible as otherwise would be.
Well, I don't know about all of that. I like it. I like the secondary weapon hit, and I like target locks.
Target locks are good, turns out.
All right, and Vader looks like he makes it through here.
Oh, nice maneuver.
Killer maneuver.
I think you got to kind of expect the bump there from the IGs. 'cause they don't
Wow,
have too many
Vader's going
places
to clean this up, man.
Beautiful maneuver. He's going to have range 1 without anyone being able to shoot at him. He is stressed, but that doesn't matter because you can't see him. It's like John Cena. And Lambda also in a position to actually do something here.
Whoa, I've never seen a Lambda do something in my life except fly around.
Carry that Palpatine.
Yeah.
Range
Which is
1.
so thematic.
Reroll with Predator, I believe. 2 damage. And blanks.
Blank skis, not what you're looking for.
2 shields
Well,
out of
it's
here.
still kind of pathetic to see such few attack dice out of that TIE Advanced.
Yeah, but I mean, so with the advanced targeting Peter, once
It really
you
makes
have
it,
a target, like you just add a critical, so you don't need the die.
Pretty much makes up for
Just
it,
hanging
I would
out.
say.
Oh, blanks again.
Oh, no.
All right.
Phillip just taking it on the teeth here.
Yep. All right, so he is shieldless on that IG, and 1 damage card means he only has 3 health left, unless he can gain some shields back.
Nuts.
Which, Vader being the more vulnerable ship, not even able to be attacked here.
All right, here we go.
I think he's triggering that secondary weapon here with IGs. Or range 1 on Carnor. Oh, man. It was on the sensor jammer there.
Woo!
On the Lambda. Just
Man, look at this.
nuked it. And
look at that.
This is the combo, right? You have the sensor jammer with Carnor is really the hidden gem here. Because they can't use the focus, and then you turn one of their hits into a focus.
Yeah,
so that's
very
going to add a lot
controlling.
of health.
Very controlling defensive list.
All right, 2 crits.
Phillip just sitting on 2 crits there. And looks like we got evades. Not a problem.
And that's actually a really big deal, because if he can do a damage there, it gets for the stealth device on Carnor. Which he did not. Shooting the Lambda. Shoots. Moves the target lock. And we'll see if he's... Looks like it's Lambda turn.
Yeah, the old Lambda. Bringing that offense.
Yeah.
Bringing that wild offense here.
All right, one damage using the target lock, I think. Gonna re-roll. There it is. Hit. And he's using Palpatine to turn it to a crit.
All right, and we got a lot of eyeballs. Can't use it if he had it.
Could be a double damage. I don't think it is. Too much text. Man, that is crazy. That IG is already almost out of here.
Incredible.
Wild.
Just nuts.
All right. This is
looking
brutal.
real bad for Phillip now. I mean, I feel like he got in there. One of the critical failings here was not being in range that first turn with his second IG-88, and then just sitting on some real sinking evade dice there that turn.
Yeah.
Just had a tough run of it.
When you can't focus or have actions and spend focus to evade extra, like your odds are 1 or 2 evades on those dice.
It's kind of strange, that I think Phillip's strategy coming into this may have been countered quite well by Carnor, who also is looking to do the exact same thing. He loves to be at range 1 here.
Yep.
So maybe, wheeling and dealing right into range 1 of Carnor was not the best move.
Well, it's hard. So the choice you have to make there is, if you're aggressive like Phillip has been, you can get to the Lambda before the ships can separate. Mm-hmm. And you have all those rerolls with the extra attacks with the heavy laser cannon. But a lot of times in this list, the shuttle will just go off to the side.
Yeah.
Where you can't attack it. And when that happens, it takes a lot longer for you to deal with stuff because Palpatine's
constantly rerolling. Should he be aiming at the shuttle here? Is he trying to take that shuttle on?
Well,
it's tough. You got these gnats flying around.
Yeah, right. He didn't have the shots at the Lambda on that first skill, like you were saying. So he had to attack Vader, remove some shields. And at this point, if you can, you go after Vader because he's almost gone.
Yeah.
But if that's not an option, then I think you do have to go after the Lambda. It's tough. It's a tough position to be in.
Well, Lambda's just getting right in the thick of it. He's going to cause all sorts of issues for these big-based IG-88s.
That's exactly what you want.
Just not a lot of room to move here.
And it's so cool seeing these players use, like, a lot of times you think the Lambda, it's like it doesn't do anything or he's just hanging out. But, like, one of the biggest things about a ship like that is using him positionally like this to create problems. It's like force your opponent into either bumping or making a bad maneuver.
Now, tell me this, would the Emperor actually ever get in the thick of it like this and risk so much?
Well, it happens sometimes. I just finished reading Lords of the Sith, which is one of the new books that came out.
Nice. And is it official now?
Yeah.
Are we back on the canon train?
Well, they got rid of everything, and then they started over again. So there's new books coming out. Anyways, they get a Star Destroyer that's about to go down, and so he and Vader hop on a shuttle. And people are trying to assassinate the old Emperor. So he does get in the thick of things, and it's pretty brutal.
Spoiler alert.
Yep.
Guess we should say that before, not after.
Well, I mean, it's... It's what the whole book is about.
Yeah, it's not hard to imagine that is.
Now, I will say a real spoiler,
occur.
which was crazy, is that Vader's in like a tie, and like it's going down, and he like jumps out because he's got a spacesuit and he can breathe, and he just lightsaber ships down in space.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
Whoa. When you said Vader in a tie, I thought you meant he was dressed up.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Which was actually quite funny.
No, it's in like a TIE fighter.
I got you.
You don't want to mess with Vader. That's all I have to say.
Well, all we can do is watch these guys sort this mess of ships out. See if the IG can actually get clearance here. It looks like it's not happening.
I think if you look at that yellow thing, it's marking the back corner of the base, which means I think that IG is going to fit. The main thing is the redder IG S-looped and got into position to be able to shoot.
Wow. I love watching these robots maneuver, man.
The IGs are wild.
I remember we had that throwdown whenever all those ships came in.
Yeah, the three-way tango.
Yeah. Pretty incredible, man. I'll tell you what, those IGs had a very clear advantage from the start. Having that in a free-for-all, just having all your ships share all those abilities was the synergy I was looking for. Let me tell you.
We're checking a booster-roodoo here.
It looks like a booster-rooney to me. Is it gonna work? And that's IG kind of getting right out of town here.
And I think that's the damage IG, and that's exactly what he wants to do.
Boy, look at that! Just killer maneuvers. These guys are playing some seriously good X-wing.
Yep.
And look at the arcs.
That IG, if he can just run for a little bit while IGB cleans up and kills some ships, he could be a little more survivable.
Absolutely. He come in for the kill shot and get another shield. Let's not forget that ability.
Looks like Carnor's K-turning, which is potentially very bad for him, actually.
Ooh, looky here.
Because that's going to leave an asteroid between the two of them, giving that IG a little bit extra evade, and Carnor only going to have a shot at, I think, the healthier IG.
Where does Vader go here? Is he pursuing?
I think he does a one right bank. Or a two forward. Wow.
Yeah, this could be tough, man. Is he going to fit in there?
It's green. As long as he fits, he's okay.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Wow, that's tight.
Look at that.
That's so tight on the maneuvering.
These guys just flying.
Yep, he's going to barrel roll like a champ.
That is the Vader solution, isn't it?
The barrel roll?
He can make it happen every time. Look at that. Oh, just fitting right in there.
Yep, and that's actually not bad.
Classic Vader.
So that IG he's facing is stressed. So going to the next turn, he could easily K-turn, knowing that IG can't S-loop again.
You think Vader's gone here?
He's gone.
Does he have asteroid in the way there?
Well, Vader's
for the IG shot.
No, he does. Yeah, he does.
I think he does.
He does for sure. We'll see what happens. I believe in Vader always.
Well, we got a shot on the IG here, and let's see the dice.
Wait, who's shooting here? Oh, Vader.
Yeah, just
I'm flipped around.
And looks like he hits the Predator there. And IG needing some evades.
He got him.
Plenty of them.
Nailed it. No actions either, so that's a very critical evade.
And it looks like Carnor's not going to have a shot, right?
He'll have a shot at IG.
Oh, yeah,
through
he's
a rock.
got it.
Range,
Wow.
maybe 2, maybe 3. It looks like range 2.
Quite easy. All right, let's look at it. Where the dice going to fall here. I mean, this is not a great shot.
3 hits.
3 hits you can't argue with.
2 evades.
2 evades, all right. One shield off.
Yep.
And now returning fire onto Vader.
All right, this is big.
There's a lot of pointing here. He's pointing at Carnor.
2 hits and a crit. Gonna change the crit to a hit.
HLC?
Yep.
And has another one. Evades happening.
Oh, man.
Just a bunch of eyeballs.
Where's the focus? Did you focus? I don't think he did. I think he target locked. Was gonna try to get rid of that IG.
Yeah, this looks not good.
Using Palpatine for an evade, and I think he's taking a hit and a crit. That crit coming in after the HLC had triggered.
Boom, and...
This is a double damage. This is bad news bears. Not a double damage. There's too much reading.
Too much reading for a direct hit there.
All right, he cannot go straight. Can't do straight maneuvers with Vader.
Wow.
That could be a problem.
Well, Vader, of all people that can get around that, but given his current situation, that's real tough. I don't know. Look at that. He's got a big turn ahead of him. No problem.
All right, gonna mark or move the IG.
And he's not gonna fit. He's gonna roll it back and get no actions again. God, you hate that.
Yeah, no actions is a problem.
You got the green maneuver though.
Let's see what the old space whale does in a second.
We're just gonna get a classic K-turn here.
I don't know. Yep.
There it goes.
Turned them around.
Doot, 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 doot. And taking that stress. Even robots have to deal with it. Wouldn't that be a little bit weird if they... one of those ships almost could have been like,
No,
you don't
can't
take
take
a stress
stress.
from maneuvers or something.
Yeah, I can't really imagine IG-8 getting stressed out.
But maybe the ship is,
Under, like,
struggling.
pressure.
Yeah. IG's just asking too much.
Pushing the limits.
Yeah, and look at this pile, man. Just a classic pile.
That's actually potentially really good.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, because that's going to be range 1. I don't think IG's going to have a shot back.
Vader in the way. Phillip thinking, oh no.
Yeah, and if Vader does that, I think... Is he going to get a K-turn in? That would make a lot of sense to me.
Well, can he do I guess he can't do a straight, but he can do a K-turn.
K-turn is not a straight, technically.
Wow.
According to space rules.
Mr. Davy himself.
All right.
This is just
that's what I was
good
talking about
flying,
last turn.
man.
That K-turn is just right there. He can't S-loop again with the IG to turn around.
Such good flying. I'm always impressed.
I think I was confused why the Lambda didn't go anywhere, but I think I know why, because he probably did 0 forward.
That's the classic Lambda maneuver,
Yeah,
right?
just to be in the way. All right, let's see if Carnor and Vader can get it done.
All right, Vader coming in on the IG here.
I think he has the target lock. Like a hit and 2 crits. 1 evade.
1 evade, 1 damage, okay? Not a problem.
All right.
Now Carnor, the same thing, except a little bit better.
Oh, man, I think we have 3 or 4 hits there.
That's nothing but hits. And
2
you can't
evades.
complain too much. Gonna take 2.
All right, we are down to 2 IG-88s without shields. 1 has 2 damage on it. Whew.
And there's no shots to be fired here.
None. Although the IG-88 in the back is potentially going to have a shot.
Yeah, man, talk about a Hail Mary to Vader here. This could be big. Got to make sure that arc is correct. And Phillip, bit disappointed here, no matter how many times you look at it.
Arc is an arc.
Been there before.
All right, looks
Critical
like
token
range
looks
3.
familiar.
That critical token does look incredible.
Awesome.
And if you looking to replace your cardboard tokens, we offer some fantastic acrylic versions.
We do.
Compatible with X-Wing.
PSA courtesy of Zach Bunn.
There you go.
Team Covenant. All right, so here we go. We do have a long shot going on Carnor, it looks like.
Yeah.
No actions to speak of.
HLC good there. Oh, 3 damage.
3 damage happening.
Woo.
And 1 evade. Palpatine goes to 2.
And
auto thrusters, right?
Auto Thruster goes to 3.
Dang.
Oof.
And stealth device remains, right?
No, he's already taken 2 damage.
Oh, right.
Stealth device be gone.
Yeah.
1 damage. You're going to send the target light.
Okay, well, you
3
can't
hits.
argue with that.
All right, this is big.
That's IG-88B trigger in there.
Oh, man.
Oh, that is so killer.
Auto thrusters, but that is a Carnor out of here.
Wow, huge, Zach.
All right, there we go.
Huge.
Now, this is a very close game, right? So Vader is very tough to take down once you're down to 1 gun. So if Vader can get rid of an IG...
And now he gets to recover his shield for that, right?
Both the IGs should,
Both of them get to trigger that?
because they both gain the ability.
No way. It doesn't self-reference? Hold on, we'll see. Does he
No,
even...
that's the IG 2000 title.
Wow.
They gain each other's abilities.
Yeah.
I don't think he's recovering the shields.
Interesting.
I don't know. I mean...
No, that can't be a thing, right? Wow. All right, well, hey. You win some, you lose some. Maybe we're just missing something here, man.
I don't know.
I would be just absolutely remembering that.
It's a big deal.
I mean, if I'm making that kind of a choice. Wow.
I wonder if that'll be recognized.
IG happening, coming on in.
Now, it's possible that, I don't think, but like maybe that critical is blanking the ability? I don't know. I don't know what that critical is.
I don't know, man.
Looks like he's boosting here.
And I've never, you know what? A just hasn't been used enough. That ability, after you perform an attack that destroys the defender, you may recover 1 shield. I still feel like that's only gonna hit on the IG that actually hits that attack, right? I don't think it's gonna recover for both of them.
That might be true, because it's saying after you do an attack.
Yeah, after the IG. That just goes to show, like...
But either way, there's no shield on the board.
There's no shields on the board. But that goes to show that Phillip bringing a ship in that a lot of people just aren't familiar with, myself included. I'm sure he knows the rules, although I'm sure he also wished he would trigger that.
Yep. Man, I'm telling you, Vader is a tough pony to bring down. This moment brought to you by Desani.
We got some action, man.
And there it goes.
We got a no-shot Vader, and we got a shuttle under fire here. This is looking very good for Phillip. He finds himself in a winning position all of a sudden.
Yep. He could potentially get
Changes
Palpatine
one
out
to
of
a
here.
focus for the sensor jammer.
Yep.
Gains the target lock with fire control, and then going to launch a heavy laser cannon.
All right, got a sensor jammer again.
And man, that sensor jammer just doing work. Going to use the target lock, looks like. And there's
Couple
2.
crits.
It's 1 evade. That's some wily shuttle flying
Nailed
right
it.
there.
Palpatine is in control.
And now we got another shot coming. Range 1.
Looks like it.
Sensor jamming.
He's jamming.
And only 1 hit, looks like. It's like a crit.
No evade there. Gonna use Palpatine.
Okay, gonna use it. Wow. So that gives him a shot at the HLC, but I don't think he has range on
I don't think he has range, and the shuttle's too close, so that's a great time to use Palpatine. All right.
Well, boy, that great turn looked like, and only 1 damage to show for it.
Now, it's going to be critical here for Franciso to get an IG off the board. Really.
Yeah, you needed to plink 1 down.
Vader needs to do some work here. And he's capable of it.
Yeah, he's got... Now, remember, he is out of straight maneuvers, right? Do we agree that that's the case?
He cannot do them. That is correct. His target lock seems to be on the wrong IG at this point.
I'm sure they'll catch it.
No. Like, he just...
Oh, like he wants it
he
to
wants
be on
it to
the
be
other
on the
guy.
other guy. Not, like, inappropriate, but... And
Not inappropriate. That's always good. And there's the IG, just weirdly maneuverable. You know, every time you watch these ships fly, it's just like, how did he end up there? They got K-turns, they got those S-loops or sloops, depending on what part of the country you're from.
Sloopies, and that's going to be a really good position for Vader.
Boy, he's going to be saying hi to that asteroid. You got a barrel roll on the way?
Yep.
Not a problem for Vader. He's flown many a TIE fighter in his day.
Now, I'm curious to see him barrel roll that direction, because he's getting closer to the other IG. If you barrel roll down to the left, he probably wouldn't be able to be shot at all from the IG in the top corner. But we'll see what happens.
He's saying he doesn't care.
Don't care. Spin the focus or not, he's not going to. Just going to be 1 damage.
All right, he's going to keep his defensive advantage up.
Yeah, and that was a good decision.
Evaded. And now a little return fire. Going to check arc.
And this is what I was talking about. Range 2 on Vader. Range 1 from
And
the
range
IG.
1,
I don't think he has the arc, though.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
I can't tell. They're pointing. Lots of pointing. All the IGs roll the same amount of dice.
And is he going to switch this target lock over? And to take the damage or not?
like
FCS
he's taking
switches
it.
the old target lock. And looks like a damage on.
So he saved the Palpatine, I think, for the shuttle's range 1 shot.
Yeah, so he said this shuttle has done more work than I've ever seen a shuttle do. And that ain't it. That ain't it.
Use Palpatine for 2 crits. Could be it. Blankies.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no,
man.
No, no, no.
So using the focus, he's going to take a critical here.
Boom.
A lot of text.
Taking a look at it. Another ship critical there. toughest part of these games after the fact is just not knowing exactly how wounded these ships are. What is the critical?
Time will tell.
And this is the new damage deck, right?
This is from the Force Awakens core set.
This is all new stuff. Can't even look at the text and try to figure it out. I don't have it memorized. You got it memorized?
I mean, I know loosely. It's way more consistent, and every critical does something
valuable.
Yeah. Sometimes in the last, it's like, get rid of any secondary weapons. Didn't have any.
Whoops.
Thanks.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
So I remember I'm a big fan of that new damage deck.
Yeah.
Lots of double damages still.
All right, IG started out, did a little 3 forward. Gonna looks like boost away a bit more as well.
That's the one that's almost gone as well. So
he's got to be safe.
He does want to get out of Funky Town, especially because I'm pretty sure in the top 8 this is still timed. So if it did go to time, having that extra ship around would be very positive for you. New rules though. Now it's over half damage. You would still score partial points, which is good.
Yeah, that changed a lot of stuff, Zach. I know that was a critical factor in this entire tournament.
Yeah, I mean, it really shifted the meta
and it helped
away
to
from
balance things.
The two-ship build. Yeah, for sure.
It definitely was. You kind of get rid of that weird... I mean, it still kind of exists, but that flying around the border with your 1 health big ship trying to
save
last
points,
out the last 10 minutes of the game.
That's not what anybody wants.
That's not what X-Wing is here for.
Got a little bit of
great maneuver.
Repositioning going on here, which is a great turn. Should end in this next really engagement / salvo between these pairs of ships.
Yeah, they're going to disengage a bit and then come back for the joust.
Vader almost getting the range, not quite. Lambda not going to have the arc and the range at the same time.
Could pick up something. No, just passing it over. We got back to dials here.
And we're back.
All right, so let's see. I think the IGs have got to, of course, do some more positioning here. They're faced all the wrong direction.
Let's see if that Lambda is making friends with that debris.
I'll tell you what, that Lambda is just one of my favorites. Francisco doing a great job flying the shuttle and really kind of asserting it on the board.
So close to that debris.
Look at that.
I will say I haven't seen a Lambda attack this much. It's been pretty good.
Yeah, never. I've never seen that. And looks like we got just a classic K turn would be my guess here.
Yeah.
And that doesn't leave a lot of places for this other IG to end up, to be honest with you. Maybe that's by design.
Potentially slooping to the left.
That's what I'm looking at, yeah.
Or just turning.
Just the old school turn.
A ship like this with a 1 turn Falcon and IG is really good.
Does he boost?
I think that's what makes the IG so incredible without a 360
awkwardly
arc.
Good, isn't it?
It's maneuverable for a big ship, yeah.
And I think he's going to get, well, I don't know if this is the time he wanted to engage, ultimately. I wonder if he should have come out a bit more, because he's coming in with no actions, and Vader's going to be hot on his tail here.
Well, I think, so Vader doesn't have a target lock on that IG.
Yet.
Yeah. Hey, eeky deeky.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this, Zach. I feel like that was a bridge too far.
It's hard. He did get out of arc of the Lambda, which is worth. The Lambda looks like he has a target lock and a focus. Target lock on the other ship, but a focus. And Palpatine, of course. So
there's the lock.
I don't know. You save a damage, potentially. All right, Vader.
All right, he's popping glitter stem. There it is. So this is Phillip's laying it on the line here. He's saying this is the time.
He can't lose this ship here. He's got to pop it.
He has to pop it here, yeah. And then the return fire is going to be great.
And I don't think that IG hasn't used crack shot yet. So this could be the turn he really takes Vader out.
He just needs some decent dice here.
All right, Predator. Looks like 2 crits, adding a crit.
And go ahead and take a hit. So focus is gone. This is a big roll here.
Glitter stem. Taking a crit.
Taking a crit. Major hull breach. So I think, what does that mean? He flips a damage card or something?
I think his damage cards go face up after the round or something.
Oh, dang, yeah. That's right.
All right, we are IGs with 1 health each, I believe. Shoot at Vader. This is the moment.
This is just really where it happens.
Or not.
And just, you need nothing, no blinks, man.
2 crits. 2 evades.
That was just a disastrous glitter stem. It just didn't happen. He pops the crack shot, I imagine. Is he still going to hit that?
Yeah. I think it's a critical.
What do we got?
Man, there have been...
All right, start of the combat phase. He's got to do something.
Man, that's 1 damage away from a dead Vader.
So tough, dude.
If either of those other 2 dice had been focus or hits, it's crazy
it's
odds.
so tough. Phillip has had some disappointing dice here this game.
This is a tight game,
It's
man.
a really close one. I'm feeling this. Look at that. Look at that shuttle just hunting things down here. He's a big old guy. He's got 3 shields.
Space Cow.
Space Cow, yeah, lovingly referred to as. Black and
Lovingly.
white.
We love our beef.
It's a high dairy lambda. Getting the target lock there on the IG. And let's see if we got any wily maneuver in here.
Really?
Blowing past, or man, is this a bump?
That's a bump.
Tough.
But I think that's ultimately all right. Because you know Vader can't shoot you unless he K-turns, in which case your other IG is facing him right on.
Yeah, man, look. Oh, man.
So he's going to be out of arc of everything. Let's see what this guy does. It looks like a 2 left bank, maybe?
I think he's making this happen, yeah. Phillip's ready to go.
And I think that's really good. He's going to take the evade, protect himself. That Lambda's going to have a shot, though.
He's going to have a real shot.
Because Vader... See where Vader lands. If Vader can get out of arc, this is going to be really good for Francisco. By the way, Vader's really good at getting out of arc. Is that
Look
a
at
straight?
that.
Is that a straight maneuver?
No, that's a K-turn, dude. Oh, is that
No?
a straight? Yeah. Man, we must have been dead wrong on that, right?
I think he flipped that critical face down.
He did, yeah. Yeah, it was flipped.
With one of his actions, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Vader not going to get out of arc.
And he
Vader's going to
just-
go for it.
Yeah.
Range 1 with a critical, so he can add a critical with a target lock. I mean, he can
Yeah,
add a
man,
critical.
look at this, though. Oh, it's so good.
Bugatti.
That's some
2
serious
hits,
dice.
a crit, and he's rerolling for Predator. 3 hits and a crit.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way out of this, is there?
But he's got the evade token.
No.
There it is. He got out of it. That's all 4 dice canceled.
No way.
Miracle at
And
Worlds right there.
Phillip gets repaid the karma train coming back his way, and we got return fire on Vader here.
Oh, my goodness.
No way.
Oh, dude. 2 hits and a crit. Gonna re-roll.
And it's a
3
hit.
hits and a crit. That's it for Vader.
He's got a palp.
It doesn't matter. He can only get 3. That's
Vader
gonna
off.
yeah, Vader's gone.
Vader off.
Wow.
And
Wow.
yet again, we believe an opportunity to recover a shield, right?
I think so.
Destroys a ship, recover a shield. That's how that works. What is wrong with us, Zach?
Those are the. I was questioning if it was IG-88A, but it is. I can see it.
Yeah, I see it on the board. It's IG-88A.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy, man. That 4 evade is crazy good.
But I am stuck, man.
Why isn't he recovering shields? No one knows.
I'm stuck. Like, if he gets 2 shield, that's like huge right now.
Yeah,
If that IG has 2 shields on it right now, or 1 and 1 each,
it looks like he's doing okay.
goodness gracious, really?
Oh man.
Yeah, talk about critical.
Yeah. Oh,
my gosh.
man.
What am I?
All right, so you have a Lambda with. This is hilarious. You have an IG with 1 health versus a Lambda, who's rather beefy right now.
Oh, but right on the rock.
It's fine. But the thing is, normally when you get in one-on-one with a Lambda,
It takes
taking
damage.
it,
That's
you feel pretty okay because you can just like stay out of their arc because they're so slow and stuff.
Yeah.
But IG is a big ship, so it's a little harder to pull off.
we're about to watch a very interesting in game here. This looks like pawn and king chess to me is what this looks like.
Lambda really, really, really needs to get IG and arc, and that's going to be hard.
And flips.
Flipping it down, yeah.
Yeah, flips 1 down.
No shots. Back to dials, man. And this is the nice and rough part of the Lambda at the end. If you're the opponent, it's good. But as Francisco, getting them in arc is tough.
How do you even do it? Is it even possible?
Most of the time, it's get far away,
Mm-hmm.
so that you can like get 1 or 2 shots at them and then they hide.
I think IG with that S loop, man, is going to be so tough.
I agree. But the thing is, the big ships have to move. Even with a 1 forward, they move quite a bit. Yeah, this is exactly what IG wants right here. He's coming. He's going to loop around until he gets behind him.
Yeah, this is how this goes, man. He's just got to be careful with these asteroids, really. That actually could...
Yeah, 1 damage could be it.
Could be the end game here. And I still am just so... I feel embarrassed because I feel like I'm missing something about that shield. About those shields from 88A. But we're reading it right, yeah? Form an attack, destroys the defender, recover a shield.
And it's the right card. I can see it. I don't know.
It's right there on the board. I'm pointing at my screen right now.
I mean, maybe you just forgot.
Twice?
I don't know.
You don't bring IG-88A, one of your 2 ships, to the top 8 and forget the ability. Phillip would never be able to live that down.
I still am not over that
evade was a miracle.
Evades. Yeah, because you had to roll a 3 raw.
Well, just imagine he was owed 2 evades for those shield tokens he missed. So.
Well, he's really owed for that attack that was blanks.
Yeah.
Blanks keeps the turn before.
The old glitter stim disappointment.
Yeah. All right, 3 bank here. Probably going to be another... I don't know. The boost might not be great.
Getting the target lock there. So he's kind of slowly making the statement. He's already got one, looks like.
Just don't...
Well, don't fly off the board.
If Phillip, just don't make a mistake. He has 1 turn. He's fine.
Yeah,
but
he should be okay.
Don't hit an asteroid. Just don't hit an... That'd be the worst.
Yeah. It's kind of... You just got to slowly wheel yourself around. You've got a tighter turn.
Not feeling great for the old Palpster. 2 turn. Gonna stress.
Ooh, wow. just trying to turn it, man. We got the one left with a boost, maybe. This could be... Start to see some action here.
Yep. We will start to see some action.
If he wants it. If he wants to cut this angle right now. Looks like he's going to.
Yeah. You take the shots while you can. You got a lot of damage to go.
And still has a great position next turn.
Yep. Even just a K turn next turn is going to keep you right behind that shuttle or an S loop.
Palpatine's going to be a problem.
There's the sensor jammer.
Yep, sensor jammer to nothing. And HLC 1 and an evade.
Yep.
Nothing happens. And we may be approaching time here shortly, too. Let's keep that in mind.
It could be close. And in which case, the IG would win the day.
Okay, well, that really makes it... I think Lambda's in a no-win situation here. I don't think Franciso can do anything here, knowing that he has to push the tempo.
That Lambda just can't get fast enough.
I'll tell you what, Lambda's not exactly your tempo ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and without an engine upgrade, doesn't have a boost to really get himself into position. IG just going to keep hammering.
Although, wow, boy, this game has turned, Zach. I am just amazed at how this one turned out. One of the better games of X-Wing that I have seen.
Yeah, super close. And I think, Palpatine plus Sensor Jammer is going to mean this shuttle can stay alive for quite some time. Still has 2 shields and 5 hull, but I just don't think he can get turned around.
Yeah, clock's running. And the clock here actually acting as a nice little balancing mechanism to some of these ships. I mean, if you end up with just a Lambda flying around.
You know what? Actually, I think Lambda wins in time here because he's done over half damage.
Oh, right, he's done half to IG.
Whereas Lambda is still above half. So Lambda needs to keep these shields up.
Oh my goodness.
This is interesting. It's more interesting than I gave it credit for. Oh, this range 1 could be enough to tip the points.
All right, looking it up. We got some damage, so that's significant, man. Every piece of damage here.
That's half damage.
Is that it? They did it. They called it.
That is it. Yeah, they're calling
Franciso shaking the hand, saying there's no way this can happen. Incredible game from these 2 players. This is the top 8 of X-Wing. We got more games coming from this series. And we have Awakened template sets, Awakened token sets. We got some awesome stuff for X-Wing we've released very recently. Go over to our store, teamcommando.com/store. Check that stuff out. You guys are going to love it. We love it, and we love you guys. So thanks for watching, and we got more coming. Stay tuned.